What's up, everybody, and welcome to Very Real Tournament, a comedy battlecast that pits two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight.
Ooh-wee.
And, guys, we've changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
We in a new stewed. I'm in my new stewed with my same dudes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
We have moved locations of where we record, and not because of all the podcast money you guys are sending us.
Right. That's
We're not like in a brand new, like, ooh, we've made it finally. Here we are in our studio just for this podcast.
Someone call it a step down.
It's a
step
sideways.
It's a step sideways.
Someone would call it a stepdad. You know what I'm saying?
No one slept in the old studio.
It's not bad, but it's kind of different.
Yeah, it's got a whole different vibe. We're also sitting in a different order. Joey is no longer to my right. Mm-hmm. I can't high five him anymore after all the good jokes we do.
I'm gonna have to lay on my bed while we record this.
I know.
We'll try it one time.
Who is to your right, Nick? You're not even in the same room as us anymore.
I know. I'm in a little corner. Everyone put Nikki in the corner.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My friends and family did it. So, the reason we in this new steweds with the same dudes,
My bedroom.
Joey's bedroom, we'll just lay it out for you guys.
Yep.
So I hope we get a lot of cool guests in the future. They want to come hang out in Joey's room. No, we on Babywatch 2019. That's right. Nick is not having another baby
I was
right
gonna
now.
ask, are you having another baby?
Babywatch.
We have to watch Colin because he's a fucking baby.
God,
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm binging, buttoning right now.
Benji buttoning. No, our good friend Butler
Me.
is about to be dad number 2.
Electric
I'm dad
Butleroo.
Electric Butleroo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Butler's wife.
It's very pregnant.
Yeah.
Super pregnant.
So
I'm sorry we've kept it from you.
we have. Butler wanted his
Oh yeah,
privacy.
you have, Nick. We've.
No, we as a podcast have
I
kept
know,
it from
but-
the audience because we didn't want all those well wishes from all of our fans.
Yeah, fuck those.
We didn't want.
We didn't want all the attention.
Yeah,
didn't want all the
fuck our
attention.
fans.
Yeah.
Butler
Whoa.
isn't even finding out what sex his baby is until that little baby comes out.
Until Nick tells him.
Until Nick tells me. He'll be
Butler,
right there holding my hand.
I'm in the room. Butler's closing his eyes, turning around, and he's like, "Get down there and check it,
Check it out.
and let me know."
What between them legs?
Right.
And I either hand him the blue cigar or the pink cigar.
And you're like, dog, it's like 2032. You just need to ask your child what gender they are.
"Damn, that was gonna be."
not
I was gonna
gender,
make a cool
sex,
joke about
excuse me.
that.
Well, he already did.
I know.
Oh,
Covered.
did I ruin it?
I was gonna hand you like a off-colored, like
Gray?
a gray cigar,
I think that's
and just be
it
like,
ash?
"Nick, what's going on?" Like, no one tells
Your
this
baby
baby what his
hasn't
gender is.
chosen yet.
It's a gray cigar because it's just one long ash because you've been smoking the cigar.
In the room?
Yeah, in the room.
What a bad friend.
Yeah.
So pretty soon here, we're not sure when. It's going to be kind of like what happened to me. Butler's going to have to take some time off to start dadding around.
gonna disappear.
He's going to
I'm gonna vanish into.
he's going to start getting
responsibility.
really into Coors Lights again and
Cigarettes.
and not sleeping. So when that happens, we'll just roll with the punches. We might bring someone else into Joey's bedroom, into his sacred place, and introduce them.
I bring Butler's baby, and Butler can stay at home.
Yeah.
3 for all, maybe.
3
Who
for
knows?
all.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have, one of our guests back on. Who knows?
Also, I have to bring up some of the downfalls of this new studio,
This cool new dude.
which is the only real place that we can fucking record, which is hell because I live on a very busy street, dead on that street, right at the fucking intersection.
Yep.
So you might hear some really cool dudes rip roaring through. Maybe some sirens. We'll
Yeah.
try to call those out in case you're listening in your car.
Yeah, don't want to mess you up
Yeah.
Right.
while you're driving.
Right.
So I just wanted to call that out. The audio quality will
Vary,
Vary,
yeah.
yeah.
You might hear some hookers calling out. You might get excited, but that's
They're
just
always
the
coming up to
podcast.
Joey's window and just knocking and being like, "You ready for sex yet?"
Still no.
It's
yes, I don't
still a
know.
no from me.
I don't know.
I'm like,
It's
all
been
right.
2 years. Please go away.
They're persistent. They're always It's like I Am Legend, where they're out screaming outside your house.
I'm in my bathtub.
Oh, that's why you have a bathtub in the room.
Yeah.
No
I
bed.
thought you were just being really
They're just
efficient.
like, Joey! Joey, come out! Have some sex with us! And Joey's just petting his dog in a bathtub.
Yep.
And Joey's just detonating the C4 on all the cars out on the street.
Right.
He's turning the lights up really bright, and they're like,
Yeah, so the cops can see him, so I have to run away. Yeah, so we have some changes going on.
Right.
But
we still keeping it the same.
Ooh, that's that Coors Light. It's still Butler's Coors Light. He just brought it.
brought it from Butler's house.
We made him bring his fridge.
I'm responsible.
Yeah. No, just because things are changing up a little bit doesn't mean we're not going to keep bringing you those fire P-casts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was that cool? Was that cool? Was it cool when I abbreviated it?
Cast.
It was not.
And it is still
These gold-
SLJ month.
Golden shower.
We knee deep. This week, we got two more great characters.
We got two more characters.
We got two more characters for you guys. This week, John Shaft 2 from the movie Shaft in the year 2000.
Yep.
And then we got the Octopus from the movie no one saw, The Spirit.
Starring a nobody.
A nobody, but Samuel L. Jackson's there. And he got guns and weird costumes.
Hey, Scarlet Joe's in there too.
ScarJo, even there's a lot of people around the nobody, but the dude that plays the spirit still a nobody.
Yeah. But we don't care about him. We care about John Shaft 2 and the Octopus. Let's do this. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
Butler Carter.
And it's about to get very real. It's my duty to please all of your booties.
This is bullshit.
It really is.
You're not on Shaft's team,
Give me that LD. I don't know
and
what
you're
that
taking our shit. This is garbage.
Where were you guys going to fit that in
Every
organically?
fucking place. I
I
couldn't.
think we get an automatic win.
Yeah.
I'm calling
Oh,
it.
damn.
means. Yeah.
I was just... This sucks because my goal was to please your booties, and you're very displeased now.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm not doing my duty anymore.
it's gonna be mine and Butler's duty to please 8 booties.
Fuck. No, it's not, because I'm on your team.
Oh fuck!
Guys, we do a lot of
Wait,
pre-pro prep.
Am I the octopus?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hey, I just listened to whatever the most recent episode is, and you forgot what team you were on. So
Right, but that doesn't mean we need to keep reminding everybody every episode that we don't know what we're doing.
We're doing a terrible job.
look, I'm half a Coors Light in. All right, cut me a break.
I will not. And you know what? Your booty no longer pleases me. So
Damn.
this very... We're not quite as good as Shaft because everyone's displeased right now. None of our booties are
No,
very happy.
we need Shaft to please our booties.
You're right.
Yeah.
Without him, my booty's very unpleased.
And now there's 3 shafts
Yeah.
as of 2019. So,
I just
call
need
us
one
such a-
more.
so Butler, you get 3,
All three of them.
Good.
and you just tell us how it was.
Right. All right, guys. We in that second week of SLJ month, and it's time for us to play our favorite game yet again, SLJ Trivia, or whatever I called it last time.
It was probably hopefully it was that, because I don't think we came up with a better name, because we can't remember it, obviously.
All right, Joey, take us away. I'm ready to play the game.
So week 2, we got another 4 questions. They might become less over the next 2 weeks.
It gets harder
it's
to
kinda
find
hard.
more trivia.
It's kind of hard.
Okay.
So the standings right now, we have Nick in first place, kind of obviously, with 3 points. Colin with 2 points. Butler, 1 point.
All right.
I'm changing it.
Try and
this
come back, Butler.
week. Yeah.
You're going to want to, Butler.
Clap back.
Yeah. So, all right. Week 2, let's start off. Question number 1. What year did Samuel L. Jackson get married? Is it A, 1974, B, 1986, C, 1980, or D, 1978?
Let me just say that Fuck year questions. They're always the worst.
Dude, it's hard to come up with like other answers.
Yeah.
So it's just like year. Butler.
I understand.
Said B.
Yeah,
Butler says B.
getting in there.
Colin.
Which one is
Eager.
I'll say D.
D. Nick.
What was B again?
1980. No, B. Sorry, I'm a Coors Light and a half in. So
Okay.
you said B.
Yeah. I was asking what it was.
1986.
Okay, yeah, I'm also going with B.
You all got it wrong. It was 1980. C.
Damn.
Shit.
Boom.
See, I knew when I tried to change my answer.
Him
Thought
and
about
his
it.
wife started dating in 1974.
Okay. Okay. Fuck.
All
yeah,
right.
your questions
Is he
are
with
hard.
the same lady? Mm-hmm. Whoa.
It's his
Okay.
duty to please her booty. All right.
Very much so.
Still doing it.
All right, number 2. What was Samuel Jackson's first movie role? Is it A, Coming to America, B, Together for Days, C, School Days, D, Ragtime? Butler.
B. Going with B again.
All right, Butler going with B, Together for Days. Colin,
C.
C, School Days. Nick,
A.
Coming to America. Butler is correct.
Damn.
Told
Together
you
for
I'm coming
Days.
for you.
Oh, shit.
I just caught Colin.
Didn't have a fun fact on that one. All right, moving on.
It's not very fun. All right.
Not that fun.
movie.
Yeah.
Who was / is Samuel Jackson's mentor?
Okay.
Is it A, Morgan Freeman, B, Lawrence Fishburne, C, Spike Lee, or D, Richard Roundtree? Butler.
D. Oh no.
All right, Butler. D. Colin.
C.
C, Spike Lee. Nick.
Is it D?
You're all incorrect. It's Morgan Freeman.
It's Morgan Freeman.
It's Morgan Freeman. My fun fact here, Richard Roundtree is only 6 years older than Samuel
I
Jackson.
know.
Right.
It's crazy.
Figured
That's
it
insane.
Wasn't him.
How old is Morgan Freeman? Do you know?
Probably 80.
Okay.
That's what I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman's got to be around the same age.
Well, Spike Lee might be the same age or younger.
That's
but
what I was-
But I
right.
thought he might have been more active.
Yeah.
Before Sam Jackson.
I'm trying to get tricky with this shit. All right?
Yeah, you've stumped me so far.
Yeah. All right. Number 4. What's Samuel Jackson's daughter's name? Is it A, Delilah, B, Latanya, C, Zoe, or D, Deanna?
B.
Butler going with B. Colin?
I'm also going to go with B.
B.
C?
Nick is correct. It is Zoe.
Boom. Latanya's his wife's name.
It is his wife's
Gotcha,
name.
fool.
I knew I'd heard Latanya Jackson.
Okay, so Delilah is Lawrence Fishburne's daughter, and Deanna is Morgan Freeman's stepdaughter that he had
okay.
sex with.
Oof.
All right, so
Good mentor.
what is it? Butler, you got one right, and Nick, you got one right.
Yeah.
Dang.
So Nick went up, took his lead higher,
I'm at
and I
4.
caught Colin.
And those boys are at 2. It's okay, guys. You still have 2 weeks to catch up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks to
Just
crush
make sure you
Colin.
do your nightly Samuel L. Jackson homework.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. It's so hard to find stuff.
Does he have an autobiography?
I don't know.
Should be reading it if he does. If he doesn't, what the fuck?
I watched a documentary on a super ritzy, like, London shop. I don't know. They sell everything, so I don't know what the store is. He went in there and bought a gorilla safe. Samuel
Yeah?
Jackson,
What does
yeah.
that mean?
Like a safe, like you put valuables in, but it's a giant gorilla.
Oh, okay.
It was like maybe 6 feet tall.
And
like
this store
it's
just
a sitting
had
gorilla.
one?
Right. They only had, I think it was only 2 in the world, and they made them because they like make everything there. And
Oh, okay.
it was like millions of dollars for this gorilla.
That
safe.
would have been a nice.
And
trivia
Sam Jackson's
question.
like walking through, looking fresh as fuck,
Of course.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's my safe." And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, that's."
Yeah, you did
He's
buy
like, you
that.
did buy the other one, but this is we made another one, but don't worry, there's only 2 still or whatever it was. And he was like, I love.
So at the
I love
time,
that
there was
safe.
only one in the whole
It's
world.
like a giant gorilla sitting down, probably made out of solid steel, and then its like tummy opens up.
Oh, I was hoping the dial was maybe the banana that he's eating, and you had to like turn the banana.
I was hoping you could just open him like in half, so it was like a gorilla-shaped safe.
Oh,
You could,
Like
that's
you
also
could,
very
you
good.
could put a gorilla in there.
Yeah, like
Like
It's
an
also
Iron
been
Maiden.
years since I've seen this, so maybe
I pictured like a gorilla that had or a safe that had a gorilla in it to protect your valuables.
Oh, that's like it's called like a cage or
Yeah.
something.
I just
Well,
remember
but
everyone shopping in
very
the
secure.
documentary was like a Saudi Arabian prince or princess.
Yeah.
And then randomly there was Samuel L. Jackson.
Awesome.
And he like, you know, he was being nice, but it was like clearly like, why are you filming me shopping?
Damn. I gotta watch that. I love that.
Yeah, it was real quick, but he was like, oh yeah, it's my gorilla safe. I fucking love that safe. It's like a $2 million safe.
All right, gang. Enough of the fun. Let's get into the serious shit, okay? This week, Team Shaft is definitely me and Colin. No, it's not.
Oh, dude.
wait, I thought you were doing a bit. Were you being serious?
You're fucking bad. You're fucking bad.
Hey, we watch all the movies
All right.
except Butler, so
Just
we're
so,
good.
yeah, just so everyone's clear, I know exactly what movie I'm on because I only watched one.
And it was the wrong
Means
one.
I'm worse at.
Did you think
and
that
it
you had
was
to,
Sin
like,
City
this whole
too.
week that you had to defend Shaft?
No, I just messed up in the moment. I know. Oh my
He
god.
just wants to defend Shaft.
That's fair.
Let me take it back.
Nice, dude. We're losing him.
Hey, open that gorilla safe back up.
All right.
Pull your thoughts out.
Here they are. Boop. That's the sound of them going in my head.
Cool.
Team Shaft. Joey
Yes.
and Butler. I used what's called process of elimination.
Right.
Nice. And I pointed at myself. I know that helped.
Team Octopus.
Ugh.
Colin and Nicholas.
Yeah.
It's a shame he wasn't the Spirit, because Spirit versus Shaft sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I guess Octopus is kind of cool, but
Yeah, no one even, knows why he's called the Octopus. Because it's like, what came first? He used a lot of things that had 8 components, or because he wanted to be called the Octopus, he had to get things with 8 components. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll never know, because in the original source material, you never see him. He's just white gloves.
Oh, he's just like Claw.
He's basically like Claw.
All right, cool.
So, I guess since we're talking about it, let's just get Octopus out of the way. Colin, what do you got for me?
so what do I got for you? Oof. It's a oof because I watched that movie and I still don't really know. Octopus is a scientist, sort of a mad scientist. He also has, I don't know if it's superhuman or enhanced strength, stamina, like durability.
I mean, he's kind of like a mobster, right? With like some bad scientist
Right, he's kind of
tendencies.
yeah.
I think it's the other way around. I think he's a scientist with some mobster tendencies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got like his like psychotic pretty assistant, which is Scarlett Johansson. I don't remember her character's name.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? She had a cool, funny, punny nickname. And then he's got like a bunch of idiots he makes in a lab that are like his henchmen.
Yeah, it's kind of like the thumb heads from Spy Kids.
Yeah, basically.
Right, and they all feel like they don't belong in this movie.
Right. Yeah, he has
Oh, it's really
clones.
weird. Yeah, he has clones, and they're wearing like T-shirts with their dumb names on them.
Yeah, like Ethos and Pathos.
So imagine,
and
you're
Scrambled
watching
Egg
Sin
and,
City, but then there's just like a big bald fat guy. And he's like, "Hey, boss, what are we gonna do today?"
yeah, it's basically that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's two. There's one that's like Huevos and one is Rancheros.
Yeah,
It's real dumb. But Scarlett Johansson's name is Silken Floss.
yeah, Silken Floss.
But yeah, he's a mad scientist. He has something to do with the creation of the spirit. He uses like serum on the spirit to make him like unkillable, basically. So,
but not quite. They still can die. It's if they
right.
What does it get? The blood of the
Hercules.
Hercules, yeah.
Yeah.
Heracles.
Yeah.
Blood of Heracles. Then that will activate with this. They're basically super soldiers. They're Captain Americas, essentially.
Right.
Him and this Octopus and the Spirit, and they can become immortal, like completely immortal, if they drink the blood of Hercules.
Yeah. I thought it was supposed to be like a cool neo-noir like
Yeah,
fun
super-
comic book movie.
super weird.
And it's full of weird, dumb shit like that.
Sometimes he dresses as a Nazi general. Sometimes
Yeah,
as
his
a
costumes were
samurai.
on point. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like a cowboy-esque kind of dude early on. Yeah, and then he was a samurai, and then he was a Gestapo officer.
Yeah, then at the end he's wearing just a bunch of like leopard print.
Yeah.
Just looks like a 1970s
Because
pimp.
because you didn't know what he looked like in the comic book. I think the costume designer brought all of those costumes, and they're like, "What are we doing?" And and Frank Miller was like, "All of them, of course."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember reading Sam Jackson, I could be butchering this, was part of that, like wanting to do a bunch of different costumes.
Yeah, probably because there's no source material, so just make him wacky as fuck. At least it was interesting.
Yeah, and he's super wacky.
Yeah, but that's about it. He's got lots of guns and super strength, basically.
Yeah. He's basically just Red Skull,
Yeah,
but just goofy. I mean, that's
Red Skull Goofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, why don't you tell us about John Shaft 2?
I'm going to start it off with a question. All right.
Okay, I think I know what it is, but go ahead.
Who's the black private dick that's a
Yep.
sex machine to all the chicks?
Shaft.
You're damn right.
Working on it.
Who's the man that would risk his necks for his brothers, man?
Shaft.
Can you dig it? Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
Shaft.
Right on.
I'm not digging this.
All right, I'll stop.
Hey, shut your mouth.
You see, this
He's
cat
just talking about
Shaft
Shaft.
is a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
I'm talking about
shut your
Shaft,
mouth.
man.
Yeah, we all did a good job at that.
Talking about the LD. What does that mean?
It means long dick.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Did you look it up on Urban Dictionary?
No, I just know. I took it from context in the
Could just
movie.
be the lowdown.
Ladies either want to get held or get gossip. What are you talking about?
But I don't want to be just like, oh, it's long dick. Like, it probably is, but, you know, I don't want to be like the white guy who's like, yeah, I know what this slang is.
Well, then let me
You're
hit
being
you with a
that
little
guy.
bit of reality, Colin. There's no way to tell, but you brought it up anyway.
Now you're on your phone.
Yeah, now
All
I'm
right.
looking it up.
So,
Are you on Urban Dictionary? Let us know what you find. Joey, go ahead.
So John Shaft, the second, it starts out as a NYPD detective, and then some bullshit happens and he quits. So he becomes kind of like a vigilante, private eye kind of dude. He is obviously a ladies' man. Mm-hmm. He's
Well, yeah.
basically the precursor of Black Dynamite. If this movie was like wacky, it just would have been Black Dynamite.
Well, I'm
I love
sure
it.
that...
Black Dynamite took a lot from.
Right, I'm sure it was
Yeah.
inspired partially by Shaft.
Yeah, but just like kind of the beats and stuff like that were just like that was so fucking Black Dynamite. I love it. Shaft, he is perceptive as fuck.
Dude, yeah, I don't want to get into it right this second, but yeah, keep going.
He can do some minimal like Sherlock like detective work, just like looking around the room.
Dude, that's what I gotta say is that like this building is swarming with cops, and then Shaft just comes in and like takes a quick look, and he's like, "I solved it."
Yeah, dude.
Why didn't any of those other cops use their eyes? There's clearly one shifty-eyed person
With blood on their
with
face.
blood on their face,
Two
and right next,
shifty-eyed people with blood on their faces.
right, and then yeah, he's got blood still on his hand. He's like,
Yeah.
"Boom, boom, I solved it." What are you other cops doing here?
But I mean, further along when he's chasing down that's kind of dressed like a cephalopod, he sees a trash can coming out of nowhere and stops mid-run. Perceptive.
Yeah.
Boom. Quick fun fact: did you guys see Elizabeth Banks in the background?
Yeah,
she
I
didn't even
did.
get paid like the SAG rate because she didn't have a line.
yep.
Whoa.
I mean, that was
What
in
scene
2000.
that?
She definitely.
It was her one of the group like in the beginning.
Yeah, the flashback shots. Where first of all, I was
Oh.
like, the first shot is just like, I was like, oh fuck, they killed Mekhi Phifer. Oh my god,
That's his name.
Holy
I
shit.
forgot his name.
yeah, she's in those flashback scenes,
Oh,
Colin.
okay.
Yeah, I brought up he can chase down a dude that's dressed like a cephalopod. He's all about that like racial justice.
Yeah,
Good thing that he's facing Samuel Jackson for you guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I don't think the octopus is like white power kind of guy.
I mean, he does
he
wear
was a
that.
Nazi.
He was a Nazi,
Oh
so
shit, you guys are fucked.
I got a couple. Can I hop
Yeah.
in? All right.
Yeah, you hop in.
All right, so I have down. He rolls up quick and gets real scary, and what I mean by that is like he'll get in your face really fast, and before you know what's happening, he's like busting your mouth open with a gun.
Yeah, telling you to scream his name.
Push you on the ground, and and everyone around him's just like, I don't know what to do, and on the ground too. And it's just one dude with a gun. You have to imagine they all had guns too.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Well, everyone had guns in the movie. That's why, Colin.
Okay.
All right. It's just skill he has, I guess. He's scary. He has a lot of friends, and I think that's his biggest power. Is he's got a guy to help with everything, and even when he doesn't need someone to help him, someone's still there to help him. Like even when he's not asking for it, it seems like someone's there because he's just done everybody right in the past. You know.
Dude, remember that scene where he arrests Christian Bale the second time, and that fucking officer is like, "Yeah, Shaft, John Shaft, you're the best man." Like, that was amazing.
Right.
The guy was so hyped for Shaft.
Right. Well, and then the part where the same part was talking about before, where he beats up that dude in front of all his friends, and two cops roll by, and he just kind of looks at him.
Yeah,
and
he
they
hits him
give
with
a
the
head
sub.
nod.
Yeah,
Slow motion
Yeah, he
sub.
slow
He's
mo
got a
subs
gun
them.
out and everything, and they don't care because he used to be a cop.
He wears Armani,
But he's our hero.
so that's a pretty big deal.
That's a power.
He knows a shitload of games.
He does. He knows to throw the basketball through a window game.
Yeah.
He knows the make physical contact you're assaulting a police officer game.
Yep.
He can kind of Batman away. He was being
Sort
tailed.
of.
He was being tailed.
He sat down on a stoop, dog. I'm not going to give that one to you.
But all the dude did was look away, and he was gone.
And he sat down real quick.
Yeah, but
That's what Batman
perceptive as
does.
fuck. He's a crack shot
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and can take a car wreck.
and always fires two shots. He's got that double tap like down. I think there was one kill in the movie he didn't two tap, and it was a
Good luck,
guy
'cause
who
we
stuck
got
his head out a window.
Octo tap is what we'll call it. The octopus taps it 8 times.
Also,
See, but that's wasteful.
real quick, you guys watched.
He's a villain. Doesn't matter.
You guys watched Westworld.
Yeah.
So Bernard
Yeah.
Peoples
Yeah, I know.
blew me away.
Jeffrey Wright is a great actor.
Transformative role. Peoples. I couldn't see Bernard. It was crazy. It was fucking with me the whole
I was watching
movie.
it and I was like, this doesn't look like anything to me.
Oh my
Dag,
god. Westworld.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that
You
is
just
spoilers.
spoiled it. You spoiled it. I don't know anything about it. I've got something to add.
Okay.
We were having a conversation about LD earlier.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Take us back. Take us way back to that.
Okay, there's a bunch of stupid ones. There is the quote from Shaft, and it's long dick.
Boom.
I fucking knew it.
But wait. I think that's just somebody, taking a guess. Because down further, we've got LD means a lickin' and dickin'.
Oh, okay. It's probably that.
So we want to go with that one.
That seems more Shaft-like to me.
Webster's dictionary defines LD.
Licking and dick.
Also, one of my favorite lines that Samuel Jackson's ever delivered, because it's just, I don't know, the context is just so perfect, where he just looks at the guy, he's just like, I will kill you. I love that line so much.
Yeah.
So simple. Also, this is some repugnant shit.
Yep.
Just had to get my quotes out there. But yeah, that's Shaft. John Shaft the second.
Okay. Well, let me hit you with some quotes from our heavy hitter. Ready?
Go.
Heads up.
And then he throws a head
As
at
you
a
throw
guy.
a severed head and hit another guy in the head, and then you look into the camera and laugh.
Yep.
Toilets are always funny. As you smash a toilet over someone else, and then they're stuck in the toilet ring.
Yeah, and then
you look at the
says,
camera
Come
and
on,
laugh.
toilets are always funny. And I was like, yeah, he's right.
It takes a long pause, though, and he gets in his face and he says, toilets are always funny. It's really bizarre. Anyway, I don't want egg on my face.
That was one of my notes for our team butler. Octopus hates egg. On
He
his face.
hates eggs.
Hates it.
Shaft will have some eggs ready.
I'm sorely disappointed.
Nice, dude.
All
These
right,
are
your
killer
quotes are getting. Yeah,
no.
your quotes are-
But I like that one because he says it just so like they're like, "Well, we didn't get the thing, boss," and he goes, I am sorely disappointed." Matter of factly, and dead as Star Trek.
Got him, dude. Sick burns.
Yeah.
Well, that was
I-
before the reboot came out. So
I am Octopus. I've got 8 of.
I don't know if it
everything.
was. Wasn't the Spirit 2009? Star Trek's 2009.
I feel like the Spirit was 2008.
I have another note from
It was.
Spirit.
Okay.
Young Spirit is young Neil.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone have any?
Quad barrel shotguns though?
Yeah, that is. I mean, he is going to look at Shaft and say, "I'm the Octopus. I've got 8 of everything." As he shoots 2 4-barreled shotguns at you guys.
You guys thought triple barrel shotguns were tight from Alice in Wonderland, but what about quad barrels?
Yeah,
And 2 of them, apparently.
Yeah.
man, guys, I got to get this out of the way. It's not the Octopus. It's the Spirit. He definitely wants to have sex with the city, right? He wants to fuck the city.
He definitely he's trying to fuck that city.
He delivers these monologues, like these narration monologues over him running atop the city. It's just like, my city gives me what I need every night. I use her and she thanks me. And I'm just like, what?
The fuck?
I will do anything to protect my supple, luscious, fuckable city.
That's Frank Miller jerking off onto a page. That's
I
what
wonder
that
if it
is.
was like make fun of like, you know, other superheroes that like talk about like I love my, you know.
Maybe,
Oh,
but,
dude.
but the problem
Yeah.
with the Spirit is it's too serious and too campy at the same time.
The Spirit is like the tone.
It
It's
feels
all over the
It feels
place.
like a shitty early 2000s parody. It feels
Yeah.
like superhero movie or disaster movie. Dude, it does. Or like Kung Pao.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got that tone of like way corny, over the top.
but also supremely serious at times. Like I can't tell when the Spirit is being corny or serious, like because his lines are all over the place. I stopped paying attention half the time
Yeah.
when he was on screen. Just like Colin said, like I just started looking around my room,
Yeah,
not even like on my phone, trying to figure stuff out. Just like looking, like oh, I need to cut my fingernails and stuff while he's talking.
A movie is so boring. You just start like looking at your walls.
yeah.
Yeah, because you look at it and you're like, oh fuck, Sin City, but it just rips the style off,
Yeah.
but doesn't have any good storytelling, nothing
It was weird
interesting to
because it was
say.
just like simple plot, but somehow it was convoluted. Like it was just like it was so many things at once. Like it was like well paced and poorly paced. Like it didn't make any fucking sense.
Because even at the beginning, you're like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. Like he's running through the city, his tie is CGI red and it's flapping everywhere, and he's got the white shoes, and then he goes and fights the octopus in like the water, and they have like, you know, like they're just like beating the hell out of each other, and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah, that whole opening, it felt like we all should have known. It felt like, you know, the latest Avengers. Like, you guys are already on board, right? Like, you already have all this context, right? Like, I don't even need to. I'm just going to throw you in. You know who this girl is. You know who this guy is. You know who the bad guys are. It's happening. And it's just like, whoa. You know, it's really gritty, but at the same time, I really wanted to make Chris Reeves Superman. So it's like, haha, I'll save the day and fuck your vagina. And like, look at the camera and smile.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
What are you talking about?
Was Sin City? There was an orange guy's dick. Like, what was gritty? This isn't gritty.
City Hall looks like a boob, and it turns me on.
I did. There's one scene that I actually laughed like out loud, caught me off guard. He's real sad. He just like left one of his lovers at the hospital. He said something like
Sarah Paulson.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said marry me, and she made some like quip like, oh, not today, dummy, or something. And
You love the city more than you love me.
yeah, and so he leaves and he's sad, and there's like this side lateral follow shot, and he's just walking sad, and then you hear like, stop my purse, and he just like casually puts his arm out. A bad guy runs into it, and then without doing anything, he just catches the purse in that same hand, hands it off to the lady. Like, it all just flows so nice, and then some old guy's like, oh my god, marry me? And he gives him the same line that was just delivered to him. It was so good, and it was like fun. And I was like, if this was the whole movie,
Right.
this would be a great movie. It would just be like this fun superhero kind of quirky movie.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like, I dropped down through sewer grates, fucking my city with my own body. Because I love her and I'll do anything to protect her and have sex with her.
There's a homeless man over there fucking a garbage can, which is my city. It's all right, I share her. We all have needs.
I am her spirit. You're like, whoa! Wait, are you a ghost? Or are you the spirit of your own city that you want to have sex with? What is its purpose? Why does it happen?
Operator. I'm trying to LD this city.
It's my booty to please that. I fucked it up.
You suck.
You suck. All right, so
Please edit that out.
No, dog, you're great.
I said it's my booty.
It was confusing, just like the spirit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to think that, getting to this fight, that Shaft is. God, that chair's loud.
Yeah, it is.
That
Booty is numb. And I'm
Shaft
trying to
is on the case, right? Mm-hmm. He's tracking down the octopus. Nobody believes that he exists except Shaft.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen him. He kind of looks like me. No,
You're telling
nobody?
me you have a clone who dresses like a 17th century
but of
samurai
course,
and lives in the sewer?
Since everyone in Shaft that's white is racist, they're like, oh, he looks like you, lol, because...
Yo, dog.
Ugh. Yeah.
Man, watching Christian Bale be racist was so cringy.
Yeah, it was.
It was just like, hey, dog, do you like cognac? They don't have that here. And I'm like, who does that?
Walter Wade Jr. Idiot.
Yeah.
No, they just tell him to get out. They're not like, yo, player, the Hennessy's down the street. Okay?
Right.
What? I want to know who wrote that dialogue.
Even for
because I think he was uncomfortable saying it.
Even for a silly, fun Shaft movie, he was a little too stereotyped.
Yeah.
One-dimensional villain. I wish it had just been a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I think that was the problem with Shaft. It was trying to be too serious, and there was just so many elements that weren't that serious, like fucking
Right.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, and it just sucks because he's not an interesting villain at all. He's nothing because he doesn't have any funds to do anything.
Yeah,
His dad gets him out. They keep setting bail, even though they're like, please, God, he left the country last time. Don't set any bail. And the judge is like, bail's set.
Okay.
Because, he's white.
I thought the movie was great. I loved it. But there was a couple moments what the fuck?
there was a couple move the plot along moments.
No, I mean moments why was Shaft always comforting the victim's mother? I can understand later. It happens twice, though. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the first time is it's either at the first court hearing or it's at the scene of the crime. It's something. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know. But it was
I think it
really
was
out
at
of
the
place. I'm
first court hearing.
how would... Have you guys met? He's just embraces her from behind. And I'm just what?
I assumed they met. And you had to
You
see
didn't
her.
know Shaft. That was just some guy that died. I know the racial is what's tying to
No,
this
yeah, they
case.
didn't do a lot to make it super personal for Shaft or anything. He was just this is a race related crime. This was a hate crime. But
and I get all that. They
just
tried to make it more personal by him always
Right.
embracing the mom, but
because it's so bad this case that he stops being a police officer.
Yeah,
He's like, this is unfair. I'm gonna ninja star throw my badge at the judge, and give up my pension, my salary, any just because it's unfair.
Right.
And it's I feel like this happens a lot, Shaft.
But before that, he
the justice
also-
system's pretty fucked up when it comes to race relations and stuff. It's
but dude, then he's got that cool shot of him walking down, looking at fucking Walter Wade, and then he just holds the license up and just walks off.
but no, it's cool. But
I think
it
he meant
just,
that cool shot where he's leaving the police station and the white guy tries to give him a high five and he
and
gives
he
him the
flips him
finger.
off. Yeah,
I think it was just kind of an underdeveloped element of Shaft in the movie, that he was this figure of the people in his city.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. He was comforting her because he was this figure that everybody knows.
Yeah, but
Right.
they didn't show us a lot
Right,
of
but
that.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
It was-
no, you're
It
right.
didn't come off that way. It came off as like we've got to I don't know, push this along that he needs to leave the Force. Like, because also
Right.
it didn't come off as realistic, whereas the other parts of the movie were trying to be realistic.
Right.
The same with like in the beginning, he absolutely did not face any repercussions for anything.
Right.
Like he beat up Christian Bale, like all this stuff, and people were like, "You're in trouble, Shaft," and then nothing. And it wasn't until he throws his badge and almost hits a judge, and then even then they don't fire him. He quits, and it was just like, okay, we were taking a more like realistic kind of tone, but then they would just do these really like outrageous like little things where it was like takes you out of the moment. From
Shaft kind of has Blade syndrome a little bit, where no one ever gets the drop on him. He's never in danger.
Right.
Everything always works out for him. Like no one like ever tries to stop him from doing anything.
He just hits him with the
He
suck.
never gets beat up. Does he ever even get punched? Does he take a single punch?
He doesn't really get hurt.
No, because him and Jeffrey Wright don't even fight. They square up for fighting, but then they both draw on each other.
Yeah.
And he kills him.
And even when he crawls out of the car, because I was thinking it at that moment, like he hasn't got hurt this whole time. He crawls out of the car. There's a light limp, then like
Nothing,
back to fine.
Back to swag
Even
town.
though he's fucking 49 when he made this movie.
No, he looks like he's 30.
I know.
love
I
Samuel
have a
Jackson.
game, guys.
Oh, okay.
I have a game. I got a motherfucker count.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So
perfect.
to make it a little juicier,
Okay.
there's a range to the answer
Uh-huh.
because there's some caveats.
Okay.
The closer that you get to the answer, the more points you get in the Samuel Jackson trivia.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. So, how many motherfuckers do you think was in Shaft?
Is it multiple choice?
Oh, you just have to
No.
guess straight up.
$1, Bob.
I'm gonna go with 6.
All right.
I'm gonna go with 12.
All right.
8.
So, here's the thing. Here's the problem. The range only goes forward, doesn't go backwards. Because there were 9 motherfuckers in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But there was 4, like, motherfucking, like, motherfuck. There was, like, some caveats to it.
Oh, okay.
So, sadly, Nick gets fucking, let's say you said 12.
Yeah.
So, you get, I guess, what was that?
The least amount. You went over.
Yeah, you went over, but I'm doing it backwards.
No, we're not doing
I'll figure out
prices
the
right
math.
rolls.
It's like one or 2 points. I'll give you 2 points.
Nick got all the points?
Yeah.
We didn't get any points?
Because the range was forward, not backwards. 'Cause like I said, there was 9 motherfuckers.
Right.
But there was also.
So I was closest.
You
Until
needed to
you
nail
add
it.
the other things.
You needed to nail it.
Oh.
And going forward, it's a weird point system. I made
Yeah.
it up. Get fucked.
I almost said like 25. I thought that he just like let him
It
rip.
wasn't. No, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. There was 13, like, total.
And Colin, did you do a motherfucker count for the octopus? We'd like to hear about it.
that movie PG-13.
No, I believe that game is as dead as Star Trek.
Got him, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Fight time.
Fight time.
Let's get into it.
He always
They
keeps
punch
both
each
eyes
other.
open.
They punch each other.
No, Shaft has his work cut out for him because the octopus is hard to kill.
He got shot like 4 or 5 times
He
in the
got
head.
shot, 6 times,
Okay, I
right in the
thought-
forehead.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the number.
Let me lay it out for you like this. The final fight between the spirit and the octopus is nothing. Mm-hmm. The octopus shoots the spirit, and you're like, okay, cool. And then he's like shooting at helicopters and stuff, and then the spirit just comes up and like stabs him with a super grenade. It really is. It's just like it's a super grenade, and he like stabs it inside of him, and then the octopus blows up.
Their powers are all over the place.
But it's
dude.
like, man, what happened to that fight at the beginning? You know, like, why is there no fisticuffs? Why is there no cool?
Yeah, it was just
like Samuel Jackson pulls out 6 different guns. He has like the 2 pistols, and then he has something else, and then he has the 2 4-barrel shotguns, and just lights him up, and of course,
I thought it was
doesn't
like-
get hit in the face. He's just like, I had Kevlar on, so here's a grenade that I'm going to stab you with.
Yeah.
Like, it was silly. So I hope you guys got some super grenades.
Didn't make any sense.
No.
The Spirit's like, I'm wearing Kevlar because I want to get shot. He got shot a bunch earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
Sam Jackson gets shot in the head.
Just wakes up.
Yeah, wakes up. Then he's like, yeah, so how is he going to be the whole movie? I need this blood of Heracles because without it, I'm not immortal. He got shot 6 times in the head. Just like, oh, it's nothing. Like, how much immortal do you need to be? I guess grenade immortal.
Right.
But then why does a spirit who has the same power... just fucking this movie.
Also, at the very end, his finger is like inching up to Scarlett Johansson, so it's assumed that he gets put back together.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre, but, you know.
I fell asleep right after he blew up. That's how
Yeah, I
boring
mean,
this movie was, dude.
It was like Scarlett Johansson was standing there, the finger came up, and then the spirit was like, I'm going to fuck that building because I'm the spirit of the city. God damn.
I just remember, like, having this sense of relief, like, okay, that's how the octopus finishes, and then, you know, just...
When a bus goes through a tunnel, that's some phallic imagery that I think about when I'm fucking these beautiful women. I'd rather be out there.
But not anymore, because I didn't really make it.
So
Was he in other stuff?
Who cares?
Okay.
so you guys have that can't die when you get shot, but we just never get shot.
Yeah.
So
Right. I
So, I
wonder,
mean,
I
I
wonder
think we're
what would
equal
happen
parts.
if he did get shot.
but I think we're equal parts there. Like you
What?
basically bullets I guess are just not going to be a factor. We got to think of something else. We got to be creative.
Shaft gives the bullets a sup. And they're like, oh, sorry, dog. They bounce.
Yeah.
The bullets stop midair and like sup him back. Like they just move a little bit and then
And
they
go
just
into
fall.
other people or walls or his precious city.
The octopus doesn't care about the city.
Doesn't care.
Right. I just meant the spirits.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Well, the octopus, what do you know? He's got a bunch of henchmen. He's got a sword lady who can cut ties really good.
Yeah. And throw knives.
Yeah, she throws
Did you
knives
hear
really
me
good.
earlier? We have Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, they do have Busta Rhymes, so and they have one girl from Narcotics.
Well, what if like 50 of these bald... What is that actor's name? Is he a comedian?
And the,
Yeah, I
I've
think
seen
so.
him. Yeah, I
and the
think he's a
dude from
comedian.
Narcotics, the white guy, the cracker. His
Yeah.
You
words.
sound like Christian Bale now.
His words.
Oh, jeez.
Right, but that was a one-time favor. You don't get him because he's not doing it any more favors. Shaft, in
mean,
fact, owes him one.
You don't
Right.
know what's transpired between now and then.
I guess we'll find out in the
You could owe, like,
2019
5 more
Shaft
favors.
in
Yeah,
June or
June.
whatever.
Yeah, movie looks super fun.
For Shaft.
For shaftoing.
Oh, just Shaft. Is there a colon? No.
You're so bothered
I'm
by that.
so bothered by it.
He
These
hates
guys
that
have already
this new
heard it.
movie's already called Shaft again.
These guys are... Because, to me, it just signals how lazy this movie probably is. I hope it's good. I hope it's great. But it just seems like a lazy, like, oh, what do we got?
It just sucks because it's too long in the future to be. It can't be Shaft 2. That first movie came out 19 years ago, and it probably won't have. Why would it have anything to do with the first movie unless Christian Bale steps out of the shadows? He's like, I'm back to be racist
But at the
again.
same time, it does. This is what I was telling Nick earlier. It feels like it's like, all right, we're making Shaft again. Oh, so we're doing a reboot? No, we're making it again. Yeah, so like a reboot, right? They're gonna reboot the franchise.
Like we don't
No.
need Samuel L. Jackson. Oh no, he's in it.
No, he's in it, and Richard Roundtree's in it, and we're doing it again. What? No, it's just again. We're just gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just again. It's not,
Yeah, dude, sounds dope.
just
Fuck
again.
you.
They just don't like labels.
Like
I'm the studio exec. Yeah, dude, fuck you.
I get that, people would have probably bitched about whatever a subtitle, but still, it just seems even lazier to just be like, just do it again.
Son of Shaft.
Yeah, Son of Shaft. I would have gone for that. It seems ridiculous, but I mean, the original trilogy was Shaft, Shaft's big score, which sounds like
Max Keebler's big move.
yeah. For the sequel to this blaxploitation, and then Shaft in Africa.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Which, we've got a great, quick story.
Okay.
Back in the day when Walmart had those like $5 bins for DVDs, like or $1, me and my brother were going through there, and we're like, oh, cool. Anyway, what's this? Shaft in Africa? I had no idea there wasn't any others besides the first one. We're like, what? As we start digging, that's 90% of what's in there. There are over 100 copies of Shaft in Africa. This is like 2009. It's so bizarre, and it was like 3 a.m, and we're laughing so hard.
Anyway,
yeah,
It's like there was like a dusty crate in the back of
like,
that Walmart.
We have
like,
Shafts in
how
Africa.
long has this been here? And it's like since for 40 years.
79.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, what's in there? Do we have
DVDs.
like sleds or?
It was the DVD copies of the third.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
and then
sure.
they broke it open. They're like Shaft in Africa 100 times.
The story goes on real quick. So then, fast forward to Christmas of that year. Open up a gift. It's Shaft in Africa. Big laugh. Ha ha ha. It sits like displayed in my room for years. I get married. I still have it displayed. Shaft in Africa. I've never watched it. Finally, one day, I have a party at my house, and there's like 6 of us left at the end of the night. It's like 2 a.m. We're kind of drunk. It's like, oh, what do you want to do now? And somebody was like, what is this, Shaft in Africa? I was like, oh shit, I've never seen it. Put it in. So we make it into it. It's actually pretty entertaining. Fall asleep hard. Mm-hmm. Wake up. I am told what happened was, I said, oh, how was the movie? And somebody was like, oh, I don't know, I fell asleep. Oh, I don't know, I fell asleep. And one girl's like, and I was like, what happened? She was like, well, at one point, it starts getting, he starts like fucking like 3 women, and it's real rated R, and I think it was maybe even like rapey. I don't know. It was like apparently a super explicit scene, and she's like, and I look around, everyone else is asleep.
Oh,
So I'm at a party at someone else's house. And I'm watching this like hardcore sex scene, and she's like, I didn't know whether to like turn it off, or that might have been more awkward than sitting there watching it by myself, like amongst all my sleeping friends. She's like, I didn't know what to do, so I just powered through. I was like, how's the rest of the movie? Oh, it's great. Huh. And to this day, never finished Shaft in Africa. Maybe one day.
I just wonder if that crate, like if you would have bought that whole crate, would you have owned every copy? Every DVD copy.
They're like, this was supposed to be dispersed throughout all of the
Time.
stores and time and space.
Richard Roundtree calls me up, thanks me personally, because he got a check
asks for a
like
copy because he
$30.
can't find one.
Yeah,
You are the holder of all copies.
right. I still have it. I'll bring it in. We'll take a picture, put it on Instagram. Maybe we should watch it.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of us watching it. Put it
We'll
on
fall
Instagram.
asleep, make Joey watch the hardcore rape scene or sex scene. I don't really remember.
Rapey sex
There's
scene.
no way it's a rape scene. He is the protagonist.
Well, I don't know if he was in it. The memories
Oh,
are
okay.
fuzzy. I wasn't there. And I never went back and watched it, so I don't know. She just said it was really graphic.
Hey, tweet us on Twitter. tell us about the sex scene.
Shout out.
We'll give you a personal shout out if you tweet at us and tell us about this scene.
You just pull
that
up
we
on-
could just look it up on YouTube, but we won't.
Pull it up on Daily Motion, dog.
All right, so what do you think the octopus's beef with Shaft is? Or vice versa? Do you think that one day Shaft saw him walking around in that Nazi SS uniform and he's like, oh, fuck,
He's like
racial
yeah,
injustice?
he's like ultra offended
Yeah.
because it's a black guy dressed like a Nazi
Yeah.
that looks like him.
Yeah, because it looks like Shaft is all about injustice, right? He's like, this was a hate crime. I got to quit the force and just do it. Oh, this girl's being abused by her, husband or lover or whatever. I got to jump on this. This guy went to a racist Halloween store and got this thing, and he's walking around in it.
Or do you
Looking cool.
Do you think it's more of like an evil twin type scenario?
Oh.
Where somebody is just like, I saw Shaft dressed as a Nazi rob a bank.
Whoa, it's
You
one
know,
of
he's
those
like trying to like
movies?
framing him like they do in like anime sometimes of like
All right, we can
doppelgangers.
That's
we can do
Shakespeare,
this
dog.
one time.
I was going to say,
We can't
didn't
do this
it last
again.
week.
Well, also they don't look the same, and in our other fights they're not going to look the same.
You mean because one was a cartoon?
One's a cartoon, and then next week's preview it's going to be a live action SLJ and a animated SLJ. So I think we
True.
can do it.
Okay. Okay.
Fine, yeah. You made
like I
that
said,
point is a good one. So okay.
So you have like evil Shaft running around dressed like a Nazi, but it's really the octopus.
It's funny because they're like, he looked exactly like you, except he had like tattoos on his eyes.
Some weird mascara.
He had
on.
weird mascara
And then
and
Shaft
farcical wigs and
starts
stuff.
Shaft starts pistol whipping some guy. Do I have mascara on my face? Do I have mascara on my face? Do I have mascara on my face? Say my name.
I love this because this is gonna be Shaft is like really gonna be like the only like very Samuel L. Jackson character that we have that's very embodies him. Like he was able to say motherfucker a lot. Mm-hmm. The other ones just like Nick Fury can't, Frozone can't.
I really think Nick Fury should be able to say motherfucker way more.
Yeah, that would be dope.
They almost let him say it in the end credits
Yeah,
of Infinity War.
He could
Yeah.
get away with one too.
I know. Let's
PG-13,
just
you can
drop
get away
it.
with one.
Endgame. Let's get it in there. Let's finally. I don't care about Chris Evans saying Avengers Assemble. I want to get one whole motherfucker from Samuel L. Jackson in that movie.
I'd cry.
Thanos, you're one ugly motherfucker.
Didn't they
Like,
say motherfucker in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, or did you say bitch? Or the Guardians of the Galaxy bitch?
Yeah.
he
He
said bitch? Yeah, he did not drop motherfucker.
They give it to Chris Pratt. They cut Samuel Jackson off.
Damn.
That would be a shame.
Yeah.
All right, so we have evil Shaft.
We have Evil Shaft, who's a mad scientist running around the streets
Whoa.
doing injustices to people.
You think he is throwing basketballs through people's windows? But maybe he invents a machine to do it like really fast. It's like inconveniencing the
I've
neighborhood.
used my science degree
He was really good at it, dude.
to make basically a
fucking-
catapult.
Not only did he nail him, he nailed him to the point where he spilled the food onto his chest.
Yeah.
And
At a-
gathered the boys to come down and threaten some cops.
Yeah. Like, that's a good basketball throw.
Yeah.
You know?
That was good.
Don't discount that.
So no, yeah.
I don't think
he has
Octopus-
incredible.
Octopus throws toilets though. So what do you
He
know
throws
about that?
heads and he slams toilets.
He does.
Imagine if Shaft would have thrown a head at people.
No. Hey, Octopus is driving around in that van they have, that evil scientist van, in Shaft's neighborhood, and he's throwing severed heads through people's windows, saying "heads up," and it's
Yeah.
making them spill ramen all over themselves.
on
it's like-
it's
their
a-
Egyptian cotton.
Yeah, and
It's-
it's like he's got we're a menace.
It's a van full of heads and toilets.
So
And every time he slams a toilet on somebody, he does the classic Nick. It's funny, right?
And everybody just,
Yeah, everyone does like a nice little
yeah.
clap, clap, clap.
yes.
So I guess that's the greatest injustice that's around right now.
Throwing heads through
Throwing
windows.
heads. Don't
from
care
a
where they're
van.
from.
He doesn't.
and slamming
Octopus doesn't
toilets.
really have a plan other than to become immortal.
Right,
Yeah.
that's
He's
what I'm
like
saying.
out
like-
there causing chaos. Really.
Right, I think he's doing a little bit of a mayhem thing.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
When he could have, it could be like a one situation where he thought he could become immortal if he kills this guy that looks just like him,
Maybe he thinks
damn it.
Shaft.
or his evil
Maybe he
twin.
thinks Shaft's blood is the blood of Heracles.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're
He's gotta
stretching it,
believe
guys.
him.
I like it
We're
better when he has
stretching
no
it.
plan.
Well, he's okay. Yeah, that would be more Octopus. He's
Right.
like kind of wild.
Yeah, because I mean, those
chaos
are
guy.
the motivations. He's doing some chaos, and Shaft sees him as like a super racist guy.
Yeah.
who also has wronged people by removing their heads.
and then chucking said heads
Yeah,
at other
right.
people. He's really
Shaft-
pissing off a lot
Shaft
of people.
sees him. He's like, "This is some injustice." And then he reaches over off camera, and you just see the mom come in, and he embraces her.
Yeah.
For some reason,
It really bothered you,
just to
didn't it?
show that it's injustice.
She wasn't involved.
It
but-
just was so on the nose. It was just like racism is bad. Get it?
Hey.
Get it?
Apparently,
Get- I mean, it
we
is.
don't know that as
Yeah.
a country.
Damn. You're right. 2000 was a very different time.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. I just wanted it. It just promised maybe a little more in depth, and then it was like very one dimensional in places,
Right.
and that's why it bothered me.
Yeah, I feel like the movie hadn't really gotten anywhere, and I looked and I was like, oh shit, there's like 30 minutes left. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, we got all the plot.
There's a part
happening
where
right there.
Sam Jackson, as bad motherfucker Shaft, has that heart to heart with what's her face about taking the bribe money, and then he like holds her hands and cries with her, and I'm just like, damn, this is a really good scene. It's got a lot of emotional depth. There's a lot of nuance and variance and what's good and what's evil. And then other times Christian Bale's like, yo, dog, I'm a racist guy. It's like,
All right.
overall, good.
So we got the van. We got Shaft theme music.
Isaac Hayes, by the way, chef.
Yeah. Wait, he did the original.
R.I.P. Yeah. Well, both of them. Wait. Oh no, he didn't do the original. He wouldn't have been old enough, right?
No, he did it.
No,
No, he
Isaac
did.
Hayes was very old when he died.
And he did the original,
but I
and
didn't
they
think it
play
was-
the original in this one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you
Just
made
one
me
theme.
second guess myself
Oh,
because
okay.
I thought he did the original and they just reused the original, and I said yeah in this one, and you were like no in the original, and I was like oh maybe I didn't know. You got me. You made me question everything.
So
My chocolate salty balls.
I think that maybe if we're including not in the fight but in the world, I think that Shaft would probably get a hold of one of those goofy, stupid henchmen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as like
He'd
his,
beat him.
as his like
Like say my name, but the guy's like Baldy, or like not saying his name. Like,
punches him until he's flat on the ground.
yeah,
But he's still
yeah, he's a
alive.
pancake.
What was up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to get back into the movies, but that was so fucking dumb.
Because later you
Cartoon
can just
movie.
shoot them and they die,
Right.
but sometimes not, and sometimes they're a cartoon and they get run over and have tire marks.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I introduced because I think those guys are so dumb and they don't get it.
But they
that he
have, like,
doesn't get any
They've
information
got
out
like
of them.
Uzis
Right.
at some point in the movie, so I mean, I think they would be useful just to distract Shaft and bullet sponges. You know,
mean,
he's
that
only
sound-
got like 80 bullets in that clip in his pistol.
I mean, he deals with henchmen pretty well.
He does. That's the thing is like
Two-tap.
henchmen don't even come close
Yeah.
to touching him.
Yeah.
So he could blow through all of those fat bald guys.
But
no
he
problem.
does have Scarlet Joe, and she's a hot, crazy scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Very much a Harley Quinn. They were going for that so hard.
Yeah.
Hardly quit.
And Shaft has his only emotional break was with a pretty looking white woman. You know, when she was bearing her soul to him, he cried with her.
But nobody understands Shaft besides his woman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's just like, oh, Scarlett Johansson, you look like you do injustice. Boom, gets her.
Thanks for that one, Nick.
You look like
Oh,
privilege.
gets her.
You look like white privilege.
I don't think he
bang.
would. I wouldn't think he would shoot a woman. I don't think he would do it. He's very old school, you know.
I think he
All right, you
I
got me
think
then.
he'd find a way. I mean, he might if
Doesn't
she's
he, like,
evil.
slap
I
women?
think she'd find a way. Ooh.
Well, we're going based
I think
off
he did
Samuel
in
L. Jackson's
Okay.
Shaft,
Okay.
not Richard
I
Roundtree.
think
All
he
right.
did in Shaft in Africa.
Right, but that wasn't Samuel L. Jackson, so we can't put that in, as canon in this fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he would.
My bad.
I mean, to be fair, I think
Idiot.
if she was evil, he'd find it like a creative way to like arrest her or something without having to like punch her in the face.
He'd be like, "Girl that's with me that doesn't have any character development, you do this." Yeah.
He'd say, "I'm not going to punch you, but she is," and then he'd step out of the way, and the narcotics lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
Great
be
scene.
Total Shaft
That we
move
just
right
made.
there. He totally shaft her.
It for some reason reminds me of that Rick and Morty episode where with all the goofy characters, and he's like, "I'm Pencilvester, you can't shoot me," and then he just steps out of the way. He's like, "Kill Pencilvester," and I imagine that being like, "I'm a white woman, you can't hit me," and then he just like steps out of the way. He's like, "Hit that white woman," and then his girl steps up and does it.
Or he says, "Kill him."
I will kill you.
Do
I'm talking about the scene where she pulls the gun on the two cops. You know.
Yeah.
It just says, "Kill him."
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Savage.
Yeah, I meant do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So, guys,
Does anybody want to talk about the brother they left for dead?
no. You know what I want to do instead, Colin, is I want to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to finish this fight between Shaft and Evil Shaft. Let's go to a break. Guys, I finally got this podcasting thing figured out.
Yeah.
I've found the most comfortable way to podcast.
Oh yeah.
I am currently laying on my brother Joey's bed, coming to you all out into your ears. Just imagine me laying in the most seductive position.
Basically like the Deadpool poster.
Yeah.
Where he's like laying in front of the fireplace.
Yeah.
And he's making unbroken eye contact with all of us.
Simultaneously.
Not sure how it's possible.
From down here, Colin, anything's possible.
It's our time.
Guys, I'm resting my head on my hand, and I can already feel my hand going numb.
Yeah.
So this is going to be pretty sick for the rest of this.
Good.
You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Oh! Do you think I've broken a record? Like this is the first time that anyone's ever podcasted on a bed,
I do
laying
not.
down?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check out all those cool sex casts. And let me say, laying down like this has really affected like my mood. Like I'm so much more chill.
Yeah.
Can you guys feel it out there?
I think there's an LD for beginners podcast. Yeah, I feel pretty chill. Sorry.
Good. All right, so we're just gonna chat. Don't you guys wish that Samuel L. Jackson had his own podcast? Just
Yeah.
like about whatever. Like he could be talking to me
Just
about.
being him.
Would it
Yeah.
just be called Motherfucker?
I'm okay with
Hopefully.
that.
He does post to Instagram a lot.
Dude, you know I
videos
follow
and
him on
stuff.
Instagram.
But yeah,
Man.
not as good as a long form podcast.
Samuel
for sure.
Jackson's great, you know?
Yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking about him. How he's affected my life.
Samuel
Man.
Jacksonology. Look
He
it up on
really
YouTube.
is lying down. Usually we make these things up and we just pretend.
I wanted it
but we're not
to be
pretending
real.
today.
You can probably hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
'cause
I
he
think
does
so.
sound
Like it's
relaxed.
really
is-
affected me.
This is on the bed, Nick.
But I've committed to this. I'm not going to sit back up until we finish this. So let's do just that.
Don't look at me.
When
I'm
staring-
closest to him too. I'm way closer.
He's
than
actually,
this other guy.
because of my position, Colin's the only one I can see. I have no idea what Joey and Butler are doing.
Yeah.
Sitting crisscross applesauce, baby. What
So I
up?
look over and he's like looking up into my eyes from the bed. It's a little weird.
All right, guys. Shaft, Octopus. The battle's raging.
As it often is.
We can't get away from that.
I think that that's just become how, like, it's become how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we come back from break, the battle's always raging.
Because we barely get to it. So we just have to say.
Has
So we
to
just
be
have to
raging.
say it's raging.
Well, we have to get it to the point that it's raging.
Right.
That's all we have to do. Tee it up.
So it's raging. I think they're in a cool car chase right now, right? Like Evil Shaft, a.k.a. Octopus,
Yeah.
is in a van. He's still throwing out toilets and heads everywhere. And Shaft is chasing behind him in
you
his
think-
super cool car.
Is he like, is someone else driving the van and he's got the back doors open just chucking heads?
Yeah, I like
I
that.
didn't say
But
that.
he's chucking toilets too. And
Yeah.
Shaft is screaming out the car window. He's like, "That's not funny." And he's like, "Toilets are always funny."
Just arguing with themselves.
Yeah, with them, with themselves. It's a battle of
Octopus
minds.
says, "This is my duty," and he's pointing at a toilet like a poop joke.
Nice, dude.
Because
Got
Shaft's
him, bro.
duty to please a booty.
Fucking got him.
Duties do please booties. You know?
And
Sometimes.
I gotta tell you guys, every time I take a duty, my booty's very pleased.
and as lame as all these jokes are, they could easily be in the spirit.
Yeah.
like no doubt, somebody make a poop.
I feel like
joke.
Frank Miller put out like a post, like, "Hey, just send me jokes.
I feel like there are
Send
poop-
me lines for this. What do
Yeah.
you think the spirit would say?" And he got
Fuck you.
a bunch of them and just shoved them in there. I'm the one that has to direct this movie. I'm the only one that can do it. That was me doing my Frank Miller.
Nice.
Okay, so the
So
car
the
chase is
battle's-
going on. And I think that Shaft and the Octopus, I think they do a double car crash. Like the stakes go up, he throws a toilet at Shaft. Shaft like shoots a tire out, and they both go flying.
All right.
And they get out of their cars. They're both flipped over.
Octopus has an ice pick.
He's stabbing himself, screaming, "Do it!" No. Guys. Silly. Man, I can never podcast like this
Yeah, I
again.
hate that you're in the bed.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's fucking with me.
There's no going back though.
I'm just trying not to look over that way.
And I think they're exchanging some shots, right? There's a full-on gunfight going on.
Yeah.
Now-
Double tap,
Yeah.
octo tap.
Yeah, there's a double tap and an octo tap. And I think finally, for once in his life, John Shaft catches a bullet.
Damn.
Like with his bare hands. I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that bullet was about to do injustice.
That bullet hit a woman.
No, I think he gets like shot like in the gut.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, the octopus shoots 8 shots at a time. Mm-hmm. He has 8 of everything.
8
Keep that in
shells, and then
Yeah.
how much buckshot is in those shells?
Yeah, so I think he catches a bullet in his stomach, and he's not even mad. He is just surprised that he finally
Yeah, Shaft
got
doesn't
shot.
get shot.
He's just like, what?
Really, he's hardly ever even in danger. Even when
Right.
people shooting at him, he's not.
Yeah,
ever in
he's
danger.
like, he's kind of been sort of breezing, just like he does when he fights All Injustice, kind of just breezing through it because it comes so naturally to him.
Yeah.
That once he gets shot, he's like, oh no, fuck this. And he takes off his badge because he's so willing to quit the force so easily.
Yeah. It's true.
He's like, injustice has now been done to me. This is crazy. I've never. This is what those people are going to. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
And then the mom comes up and hugs him.
oh, so he takes off his badge.
And he throws it like a ninja star, right?
Throws it like a ninja star right in to the octopus's head.
Oh, damn.
In fact, he throws 6 of them,
Whoa.
and they all go. There's other cops around. He pulls their badges off,
Yeah.
throws them. The octopus goes down, and he just like Shaft just like walks away. He's just like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Now that injustice has been done to me, the torch has been passed. Someone else take care of this.
He can dish
Bullshit.
it out, but he can't.
He can't take it at all. Yeah. He's always been the hero, but now that injustice has been done to him, someone else has to step up and take the Shaft name. He's kind of like Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen in the third movie. Third movie, in the new Shaft movie. But then he goes home, and the octopus sits back up, obviously.
Can I?
Oh,
I
sorry.
have an idea for what he says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pitch it.
Something just like you should have thrown 8. Something really corny.
Oh, is that what the octopus says?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should have,
And he looks into the camera.
Yeah.
I didn't
And then he
deliver it well.
farts.
Fuck it.
Because the tone is all over the place.
Dude, that
Right.
sounds-
Keep track of it.
Colin, that sounds like comedy to me.
That movie wanted to be a comedy sometimes.
Yeah, when it felt like it. But then he takes those badges and he puts them all on his chest,
What?
and he becomes Octashaft.
What the fuck?
Because he's evil Shaft in this. So
Oh.
since Shaft has given up because injustice was done to him,
Yeah.
there's a new
But
Shaft in town.
This is perfect.
Turned Shaft
because,
into a quitter. That's all he did. Damn it.
I mean, he kind of is, though.
He does
Yeah.
quite a lot.
But now, yeah. So now people are running up to Octashaft to solve the injustice, and he's
Can't
like,
look
"No,
at you, dog. You gotta stop.
I have nowhere to look, basically, but right at
over
Colin. So I'm saying all of this directly to you, my friend. Me and you just having a convo.
I'm still here.
So yeah, people are coming up to Octashaft and telling him to right wrongs, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna wrong some rights." And everyone's like, "Oh my god, no!"
Whoa. But now he's 6 times the cop the Spirit ever was.
Yep. And he sort of just is like fucking the city now. And I guess the spirit is
he's
hanging
fucking
around.
over the city.
He's fucking over the city, and the spirit's so sad. But my fucking city. No, I am her and she is me. But we have sex somehow.
My city is cucking me.
Fuck.
Oh.
And then
We built this city.
we fade, and we come back up on Shaft, who didn't go get his wound looked at.
John Shaft, not
John-
Octashaft.
Yeah, not Octashaft. John Shaft. And he's trying to have sex. He's trying to please the booty. But he's just not feeling it anymore, and he quits again. Not only because he's like lost all his vigor, but because
lost all his blood.
He's lost all his blood. He's dying. And then he says his final motherfucker.
And then Richard Roundtree's just sitting in the corner smoking a cigar.
With two bitches.
You know,
in a
two
turtleneck,
bitches
yeah.
watching them having sex like, you shouldn't have quit, man. You shouldn't have quit. Think about your future.
Now I have to hang out with Octashaft. It sucks.
He's really all over the place.
Yeah, I can't really get a grip on that guy. Can't really read him. There's a bunch of bald henchmen running around now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shaft, John Shaft, slowly expires, saying his final motherfucker.
Damn.
And all we are left with is Octashaft.
It wasn't the Octashaft that the city needed.
Does
the one that deserved.
Does it cut back to Octashaft and he's in his van of severed heads or whatever, and the theme starts playing, but it's 8 themes laid over top of it?
Okay. Damn. Right.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah. So we'll just have Colin record that
Okay.
and put it on our website.
Okay.
Just or somebody, if you want to do it out there, just lay the Shaft theme over itself 8 times, but slightly separated.
Right.
So it's really unintelligible.
Yeah.
And then send it to us in our email, vrtcast@gmail.com.
Send it to
Whoa, dude,
SoundCloud
shout
and
out.
we'll listen to it.
Nah, dog, we passed that.
Okay.
Butler, I just want to say this is bullshit because you have like the impossible win record, and then I get on your fucking team and we lose.
I don't this
Twice.
season. I don't know if it is. I think it's been
Yeah,
negative
this season, but this season's been
my
like 4
reign
episodes.
of terror has ended. Okay,
I haven't even keeping track.
Guys, I'm not in this for the wins, personally. I'm in this to entertain the audience. And I'm in it
to win it.
for my city.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh no.
I don't like you saying that horizontally.
Louisville, I want to have sex with you.
okay.
That Aegon building looking so hot.
Looking straight up like a boob. I have desires, and my city fulfills my desires. We're trying to get a Top Golf here.
Google Fiber's
But
leaving.
the rich white people don't want it. What?
Google Fiber's leaving. We didn't need them laying their cable in the ground, if you know what I mean.
Did they ever?
That's my
put
job.
anything down? Oh, you're using your tentacles in the ground.
No, we're not taking it there. Thank you guys so
Okay.
much for listening to this episode of Very Real Tournament. It's been a blast to do another Samuel L. Jackson week. I don't think I'd ever get tired of talking about this man. He's my absolute favorite actor. It's my life's goal to see all his movies. It's hard. He does like 4 a year. And then sometimes he has some on like DVD or whatever. And I'm like, where the what? God damn it. It's hard.
Home of the Brave.
I've seen it. But yeah, I'm having fun talking about him. This is a great month. I can't wait to do 2 more weeks of this.
Do we want to tease out what next week's going to be?
Yeah, should I tease it out by just saying what it is?
I don't know that you should be teasing anything right now. Joey, why don't you Tease us.
Ooh, okay. Next week, it's your boy Joey P here telling you.
Don't look
next
at me.
week-
Look at someone else.
Next week, Colin, we got
Specifically.
Afro Samurai
Fuck.
versus the legendary Mace Windu.
Finally, we get into those prequels. Talking about little Lloyd again.
That was only 2 weeks ago.
I know. Getting back to it. Yeah, next week is Mace Windu versus Afro Samurai. It's gonna be a blast.
Do it.
And then we do it. And then we got something a little different for you guys at the end of the month, but I'm not going to spoil that yet.
No.
Yeah. It's going to be wild.
As always, please, if you have the time, take a moment, rate our podcast, review our podcast, subscribe to our podcast,
Share our podcast.
share it,
Follow our social medias.
follow
it's
our
scary.
social medias. We got them. We want you on them. Give us some downloads. Get on Wi-Fi. I know not everyone has unlimited data like your boy on this bed.
I hate that you're on the bed.
Just invading your privacy, Joe, and just straight up laying on your bed. Yeah, do all those things. Check out our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Any other news, Butler?
I have no news.
Now we're gonna check in on sports with Butler. There are no sports. I have no sports.
Just stop making eye contact.
All right, guys.
All right,
Butler's
I'm gonna
been looking at his phone for the last 15 minutes.
I'm gonna stop making eye contact with Colin and get off this bed. Let's all leave finally. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
Butler Carter.
And it hasn't just been real. It's been really comfortable on this bed.